Before I started recording this video, I was thinking to myself whether or not this could be classified as an unpopular opinion. However, the more I've been thinking out loud to myself, the more I'm ready to double down on my position that the legal age of consent needs to be raised. You know, some of the creeps out there are like shaking their fists at me, but like, I don't know. Either you're 18 or 19-year-old yourself, so that's why you want the age increased, or you're kind of a creep and we need to watch you. You know what I'm saying? Now, before continuing, I want to make it very clear that I'm more so addressing like grown-ass individuals. And I consider you to be fully a full adult at like 25, because at 25 years old, your brain is actually just now getting done developing. So 25 and up is who I'm referring to for this video. All right, because I get it, like at 20-something years old, you know, maybe you guys knew each other in high school and there was like a 1 or 2 year age gap. That's when you get into that weird gray area that I don't even want to discuss, you know. So I'm talking about 25-year-olds and plus, grown ass men and women trying to justify dating super duper young people that can't provide them anything in their lives. All right, let's get started. So there are places in the world where the legal age of consent is 16 years old. I'm sure there's probably somewhere even younger. And that makes my face crunch up. That makes my whole body cringe in places I didn't even know existed. Because 16 years old is disgusting. That's a whole child. I don't give a damn what the law says. That is a child. I even believe that 18-year-olds are children. I even believe at 20-year-old, you are still a child. But you gotta draw that line somewhere, you know? So with you trying to pursue a 16-year-old, you try to pursue someone that's still like in high school. That's when you get your driver's license, and some people drive themselves to school. You're trying to pursue and justify being with someone that has to raise their hand to go to the bathroom? You a creep. Call the police on me if I ever found out you was on some time like that. I'm sorry, I don't care where it's legal, you're a creep. All right. Now think about it like this. 18 years old is only 2 years away from that. You're not even 20 years old yet, and you're 2 years away. You're 2 years after just getting your driver's license. You don't know what's going on. You know, for the 21-year-olds, for all you older people that can think back to when you were 21 or so years old, like in your early 20s, do we make the best choices of who we choose to sleep with? No. So if you're making bad decisions in your early 20s, what type of decisions are you going to make even before then? You were immature in your 20s, so what are you in your teenage years, right? Then this is why I said you're kind of creepy if you're trying to justify being with the 18 or 19 years old, unless you are 18 or 19 yourself, is because at 18 and 19 years old, it's in the name. You're 18, 19. You're trying to pursue teenagers? So you in your mid-20s and you're still trying to go get jailbait. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still weird. Like, there's a girl I knew in college that she was dating a 30-year-old as a 20-something-year-old. Even though that, even in my own parameters, that would still be technically legal, it's still gross. It says more about the older person. You're 30 years old and the only girl that you could get to like you is a 20-year-old college girl? To me, it says more about you than the individual, but hey, you know, I'm just thinking out loud here. You know, I know all like, just think about it like this, right? Like, I've seen all the stories on the internet where, you know, you're going to go chop it up with, oh, she's pretty, you know, let me go holler at her real quick. And you chop it up with her and you find out that she's underage. The only reaction that you should have when you're talking to an underage girl is a whole stiff arm and, you know, and just run away. Oh, I did not know. Whoa, I'm out of here. But some of y'all aren't getting your creepy ass tendencies checked. And some of y'all be like, oh, hey, yeah, I'm 17 years old, but I turned 18. Like, you be like, oh, you're 17? So, whoa. When you turn 18, it's creepy as fuck. That's still predatory behavior. You're trying to get this girl, this hopefully still innocent, naive girl, and because yo creepy ass can't get someone in your age bracket, you trying to get these young innocent people, whether you're the, like, you know, like the female cougar or just a creepy ass dude. Either way, you're trying to get these. You try to just manipulate these people to get these physical things out of them so you can groom them. Why do you want someone that young? You know what I'm saying? We are not making good decisions in our early 20s. And the older that we get, the more I'm seeing these younger generations are losing emotional intelligence and intellectual intelligence. So I feel like just almost to protect them, we need to raise the legal age to just get you a few more years before you start to get corrupted. Now, when you want to become an adult and corrupt yourself, hey, we can't stop you. But I feel it's our job as the future elders of this land, the older people, the more matured adults, to protect the young people, to protect the youth. You know? Hey, I just think it's creepy territory, but let me know what y'all think. Till the next one.